All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Memphis Egyptians and the Brooklyn Barons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Powell. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown! DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 50's the money. Hey, I can reach tracks. Let's go. Check 52.
On first down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Greystone travel.
Hey, what's the ball? Hatchet. Hatchet.
Hey, Echo.
Mike, 54.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
What we got?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike.
Zoo.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing. Wait a... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, lock it.
No. Off.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Tank Tucson.
Man, I got you.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Forward.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Look at me. Sit girl. Fight.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
58's the money. 58's the money. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. On 4th down, Lawrence. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Egyptians.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's been a long day for you.
50 wants the money. 50 wants the money.
Wrap.
Put up. 50 wants the money.
Looking to throw. Powell. He completes it to Boyd.
Powell's pass complete to Tyler Boyd. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The give to Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Powell. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Under 10.
Check.
They run with Taylor. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play action. Powell. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
To throw again. Powell going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, pick your game.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Kill. Check 37. Check 37. Quick the edge. Come.
Yo, go. Hit it.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, exit.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bring it.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
58, boy, 58 is Mike. Yeah. Watch the twist,
Topper.
Twist.
Shoot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ready? 49 to Mike. 49. Let's go. Check me out. Check. Go. 49 to Mike. Mark 49. All day. Just like that. Just like free.
Shit. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Shut up. 51 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw on second down, Powell. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark.
Pass complete to DJ Chark. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Powell. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check 43. Check. Lucky. Hey, switch gears. Hey, go now. Hurry.
Now a give right side. Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw on second down. Powell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 11 yards there, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10.
Spawns, you draw corpus.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Pilot, 64, read. Check 99. Watch the safety creep.
Second and 1. Finding Knox there, complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Set up, 70, Indy.
Check.
61, matchbox lights. Set up.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike's 50. Check back. Mike's 50. Here we go.
Big trip.
From the gun, Lawrence. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They needed 14. They got 15 here on third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Gator. It's our time. 6-6, pull it high.
Alert 3. Switch.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Hunt trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Wide, get wide. Shift.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mike 51, Mike 51. There we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sharks got it left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Here we go.
Hey, let's go. It's time to pick me up. Here we go.
Rush in. Out. Any weapon. Showing it. Back. Check. Crunch.
On first down, Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Powell throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mike 51. I'm coming. Switch. Big ass. Whip.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw on second down. Powell is going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I'm coming after you. Check. Hot. 51 the mark, boy. 51.
Operating from the gun. Powell. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check curls. Check 31. Go. Check 4.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go, baby.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch the slant.
Here's Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Get him, you got him. Protect. Tighten up. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Check 3.
They'll run with Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Powell. He's going to loft one. Deep left. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there. 46 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hey, Foxtrot. Be careful.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Robert Foster, 79 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Got it. Minus 50. Cut.
Check 13.
Check.
On first down, Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They go jet sweep here with Chark, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Watch twist. Check three. No.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.